Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here today. I'm so glad you're with me. Today, we're going to be talking about growing your book, growing your business. If you want a business and you want a book, you can combine the two to create a business that works for you. So, first, you start off with your book. So, what are the bare necessities for your first book? Let's go into it. The necessities of your first book is first of all content. What is the content of your book? What are you going to be writing about? This is the meat and potatoes of everything your reader will take away and consume and digest and take with them for life. So what are you aiming for? You're aiming for 35 to 50 pages. It doesn't have to be a full 300, 400, 500 pages. It can be a short book or it can be a medium-sized book. You can pick your page count based on your genre. Now, write a book with things you want other people to know about. Keep the pages readable, digestible, conversational, make it pleasant to look at, and have an organized pace. If you want to quickly publish, you can publish a book that's very short. It doesn't have to be extremely long. Remember that. Okay, genre clarity. What genre are you writing in? What are you writing per se? Where in the writing world does your book fit? When you walk into a bookstore, when you walk in and you look around, you see a bunch of categories. The same is when you go on Amazon. There are a bunch of categories. What category is your book in? Is it personal development? Is it economics? Is it spiritual? Is it poetry? Is it fiction? Is it nonfiction? Is it autobiography? Where does your book fit in? Title. Give a catchy title. Give it a really nice ring, something memorable, something we can remember to tell our friends about and say, yeah, you got to check out this book. It's really good. Write down something meaningful and have a subtitle or a subheading that explains what the book is about in further detail. A book description is called a book blurb. This is going to be on the back of your book. This is also going to be on your Amazon page. When you have a book blurb, it gives the reader a decision to say, do I want to read this or do I want to pass? Do I want to stop and listen more or do I want to just walk away and find another book? So you want the person to feel like this is the book for them. This is what they need. So, what do you want to say on the back of the book that will make them feel like this book is specifically written just for this particular person? Make it written in a way that makes them feel like you're speaking to them. All right. Copyrights. Protect your work. Copyright it. You can copyright on copyright.gov and get your book copywritten, all the things that you have to say so that someone else doesn't say, "Oh, I wrote that too." You can say, "No, I did it first," So you want to protect your work just in case. Next, editing. This is like getting a haircut. Everyone needs a haircut sooner or later because we get dead ends, we get hair that needs to be trimmed. So, when you're trimming your book, you're editing, you're taking certain things out, you're moving words around, you're making it sound more concise and not too wordy because you want the reader to feel like they're getting what they need right away and you're not just rambling on. Okay? So, every haircut is specifically for that person. So your book is specifically for your book and you want it to be edited specifically for your audience so that they get the most out of what you're writing. You want it to be clear, concise, readable, educational, and all of that. Next, your bio. You need an author's bio. Tell us about you. Who is your family? What country are you from? What are some quirks you have? Do you have pets? Do you have a pet peeve? You want to sound intriguing to people, interesting to people. The more interesting, the more they would like you more. So When you do your author bio, add something interesting. If you have kids, what is your work, your job, what is your background, something that gives us interest. Now, next, your time put in. Put in the time every day to chip away at getting the book done. Add what needs to be added, and then when you're done, get extra eyes to look at it. Also, get your ISBN number. This is what will categorize your book as its own, as its identity. This is its ID number. So an ISBN number you can get for free on Amazon's platform when you self-publish with them, or you can buy it. You can buy as many ISBN numbers as you want. This gives your book its identity. Whenever you change your book, it will get a new number. So, like, let's say you change your book and you change a chapter, you take out a chapter, you add a chapter, you make a second edition, then it gets a new ISBN number. This is the book's identity, and it's how it's found for sale, for retail, and it separates your book from other books. You can buy it or you can get it for free through Amazon Publishing. KDP, which is what it's called. Next, there are some optional keys to think about when you're leveling up and you're becoming an author. You need your headshots. You need to add a reference page in your book. If your book is nonfiction, or you've included maybe some quotes or some extra book references, you want to put your reference page in there. You might want to have a forward page adding some details about where this book idea came from. Maybe someone gives you their recommendation as a great author or a great person. You want to put some positive reviews in the front of your book. You can do that too. It gives you more credibility and just organizes your book nicely. And also, that nice headshot on the back of your book or the front of your book will make your book more attractive to readers because they'll see your face and they'll see the author and they say, yeah, I like that person. Or they might feel connected to you because of the way you look. So that's why you should get a headshot. You should get a picture of your nice look and your face on the book. So if you want to learn more, follow me and at Instagram on Christina C_enterprise. And your health and your book and the health of your book depends on your getting accountability and direction on finishing your book. So I hope this helps you, and I'm grateful that you're here today. Next, I'm going to just do one more presentation for you. And this one is called Mindset Tips and Getting Ready to Write. So when you're getting ready to write, I'm going to share this one with you. Mm-hmm. So here we are, getting ready to write. So when you're starting your book, you're starting your business, you're going to have some mindset trips and some mindset blockages, and you're going to feel like, oh, can I do this? It's a big undertaking to write your first book, but you can do it. It all comes down to one step at a time, baby steps. So let's go into it. So the 5 P's to remember are professionalism, process, progress, prepare, and picture. Let's go into detail on that. So you want to treat your writing professionally. Set aside time, show up as if you're doing this for employment, stay accountable to yourself with rewards for showing up, and maybe give yourself some treats like chocolate, ice cream, a night out on the town, just for writing, just for showing up for yourself. Do the work like someone is paying you to do it, because eventually someone will pay you for your book. Next, trust the process. Writing is not always going to be perfect at the outset, but be okay with that. It's all about the process. And if it's good, people will read it. So don't be attached to how perfect it will be. Just be attached to getting it done. Trust your creative genius and write what you know. Be all in and not half out. Don't give up so easily. Take the pressure off yourself and just get it done quickly. Do your best work when you feel your best. Progress, not perfection. You don't have to write a bestseller, you just have to write one page worth the time. Stay organized and don't be overwhelmed. Trust yourself, track your goals, and check them twice. Work in short bursts or in long chunks of time as long as you have to make progress. Write wherever you can and whenever you can, either on your phone, your laptop, or memos. Success is in the small steps you take towards your goals. Prepare your environment, prepare your mind. Clear your area when you're going to write. Wherever it may be, clear that area to work on your book. Set yourself up to win. Play soft classical music. Tell people that you're writing. Do a declutter of your desk. Get away anything that could distract you. Have a picture of a famous person or a role model on your desk to remind you of what you're working towards. Read a book that is much better than anything you would ever write, just to prime your mind for the excellence mindset that you hope to embody in your book. Picture and visualize success. What does success mean to you? How many chapters or paragraphs should you write? How many words on the counter are you counting? How many words are you what is your word count goal? What topics do you plan to tackle? What would it look like to get it done? And what is your agenda for the day? Every day you should have a plan for what you're going to write that day. The amount of words, the topic you're going to tackle, what will it be? So let's review all these things that I just spoke about. So this is all a part of mindset and it's called having professionalism and showing up, trusting the process, having a progress mindset over perfection mindset, progress over perfection, prepare your environment, and picture and visualize your success. I hope that was helpful for you. If you need more accountability, follow me on Instagram at Christina C underscore enterprise because the health of your book depends on it. Okay. All right. So let's do one more set of education to get you going. So I want to give you a checklist of things to start writing your book because this is all a part of the plan. So let me get that going for you. We're going to do one more presentation because I know I said I would just do one, but I want to give you everything you need to start your book. So let's get it going. I'm going to share one more presentation with you. All right, let's get it going. Quick start to writing. All right, so this is your quick start to writing. If you have not started to brainstorm your book yet, this is for you. If you have not sat down to think about it hard enough, this is for you. This is the workshop for you. So let's think about it. Let's go into it. Writing workshop for aspiring book writers if you have not started writing anything yet. So this is the Kickstarter. This is the part where we create lists. A list is a great way to start. And it's the key to staying focused and productive. The list will help you to fill in the details, and the 3 lists we're going to talk about will help you to get started to write. Well, all right, so this is the first step you're going to do. Go to the discount store or a notebook stash that you may have in your house, or a piece of paper, or a cute journal, or a composition notebook. Divide that book into 5 sections, and each section gets a list. And for each of the lists, you're going to give your answers for the things that I'm going to ask you. You're going to jot down words, you're going to jot down sentences. Do it stream of conscious, do it fast. And this is how you're going to get down all your ideas flowing from the start. What's your first list? Your first list is, what is it that you are writing? What is your book all about? What is the core message that you want to leave with readers? What are the pieces of the book? What is the genre? And what is the title that you would give the piece? It doesn't have to be the final title, but it could be a working title. You could change the title later, but at least you have a working title. Next, you're going to also think about what is your book's objective? Who is your target audience? What is the takeaway message, the core topic message of the book? And what do you want to leave the reader feeling or doing after reading the book? Now we're going to list number 2. What is your book writing process? What is the medium for writing? Is it typing? Is it using audio? Is it using text? Or is it using handwriting? Which medium are you going to use to record your notes to complete the content for your book? Will it be audio, visual, or text? And what document of software will you be using? Will it be Google Docs? Will it be a software just for writers? There are many softwares just for writers to write their books in, to make it easier to keep track of their to keep track of their chapters. It makes it easier to just keep everything organized. You know what I'm saying? So how will you stay organized with your writing? You don't want your writing to get lost in the minutia of everything else you're doing with your life. So you want to keep it organized. Do you have a way to back up your document? Think about that first and foremost. Organization is key. Put your book into a folder that's separate just for it. Use Scrivener. There's different apps and softwares that you can use. One of them is Scrivener. You could use that, or you could use Evernote. You could make a folder in a Google Drive or a folder in Dropbox, whatever you can find. Make sure you have a schedule when to write. When is the best time to write for you? Is it early in the morning? Is it during lunch break? Is it at night? Is it on the weekends? Set a schedule to write daily or 3 times a week, at least 3 times a week, or if you can, every day. Just do a chunk of time and that you dedicate to writing. Specify that time, the day, the hour, and how long you will write. And even think about when you will take breaks. List number 3. What are your immediate objectives? How many chapters will this book be? Write it down, get clear. How many chapters? How much will you write per week or per 2 weeks, depending on how well you are able to churn content out? How much do you think you can accomplish so that you know when you get to a milestone, you've reached it? Write a table of contents early. Don't wait to the end. Do it early. Start now. Get a visual of what the table of contents will look like. Write your chapter headings, and then also write what do you need to do now to move the needle in your book project. Great job. You've got 3 lists and you're pretty much done. That's just the North Star. After these 3 lists are done, you're ready to write and implement your lists. You can refer back to your lists as you continue to write, and that's how we're going to do it. So let's move on to list number 4. This is your long-term list. So who are you writing? Who are you planning to publish with? You could start doing research now on your downtime. Do some research on different publishing platforms. I've talked about Amazon platform, which is Kindle Direct Publishing, but there are plenty more. There's different publishing platforms such as Smashwords, Draft to Digital, Lulu Publish, Book Baby, and there's so many more. So it just depends on your budget and what your book is, because every platform does a better job at publishing different books. So look at what your book is and look at the websites of these publishers and see what they've done. And if they've done something that you want your book to look like, then you know you've got a good publishing company to choose from. And their prices will vary based on the packages that you choose. You can publish for free on Kindle Direct Publishing, or you could publish with a company where they do more work for you and you just pay a fee of, depending, a couple of $100 to $1,000. It depends. A couple hundred to $1,000. Depends, but mostly just a couple hundred. All right, but usually you can publish for free on places like Kindle Direct Publishing and some others. So, is your book going to be a print book or an ebook? And did you write your bio, your author bio? Do you have your photo shoot done for your great author photo? You need to look great in your author photo. Are you meeting the expectations of your genre? And how will you deliver a great book reading experience that's better than those in your market? Compare your book to other books in the market. All right, so list 5. After the book is done, promote and market. This is the part where you get out, you network, you speak, and you promote. You have to do these 3 things when you become an author. This is the main part of your business: networking, speaking, and marketing. Promoting your book, finding people to share your book with online, such as using keywords, phrases surrounding your book topic, and search groups that might be interested in your book topic. Use social media to find groups as well. You want to create a signature talk as an introduction to your book, and you want to even prepare Facebook Lives that talk about your book. This is all about marketing, promoting, speaking, meeting people. It may be difficult at first because you might be shy, because you might be inhibited about just getting out there. But with practice, give yourself time, you will get used to it, and you will be able to get out in front of people and share your book with the world. All right. Now, if you did all of these things, and you can go over this video again later, then you will have so much focus to get your book done and get out into the world and shine. So it's all about you getting out there and sharing your book with the world. You're going to shine, and so is your book. I hope this was helpful to you and makes you feel ready and able to start working on your book. Follow me on Instagram at Christina C _enterprise, because the health of your book depends on it. And that is all for today's lesson. I hope it was helpful to you. Rewatch it as much as you want in each of the sections of these presentations that I share with you, because this is the beginning of your book business. And when you become an author, you become an authority and you become credible in whatever you plan to share with the world. I hope this was encouraging and enlightening and empowering for you. Come back again for another workshop with me right here in the Facebook group. And I look forward to hearing from you. If you would love to email me whenever you want at Christina at thekeytofaith.com. Christina at thekeytofaith.com. Thank you.